Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World, and welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. Make sure you subscribe to theblackfinancialchannel.com if you want to get daily financial news and commentary from a Black perspective. So today I want to talk about Elon Musk and Tesla. A lot of you are asking me about Tesla. A lot of you are invested in Tesla, and I will say that you probably noticed that your Tesla stock hasn't been the high flyer that it's been typically, historically, up until this point. Now, first of all, I should just say that in terms of the market decline, let me see Tesla stock. I'm gonna pull it up here on my screen. Right now, Tesla stock, as of today, Sunday, is trading at 418. So it actually went up in the aftermarket. The last 5 days, though, it's been pretty red. It was as high as 502 and has dropped down to the 418 mark now. The last month for Tesla has been pretty green, positive. It started the month on a split adjusted basis at about 297. So if you bought it a month ago and you still own it today, you've probably still made money. So really the money that you lost is money that, that you didn't have a month ago. So you made a bunch of money and then you lost a little bit of money. So is it better to have loved and to have lost than to have never loved at all? I'd say so. Yeah, especially if you still got some love left over after they take the love away. So here's the deal. Let me break down some of this for you. Do me a favor. Please hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't done this yet, please hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button. So here's my thought on Tesla. I'm going to break this down for you really quick. First off, this is a correction. Corrections happen all the time. Even crashes happen all the time. I've talked to you guys about that. It doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. Prices fluctuate all the time. It may continue to go down. It may come back up. It's gone up over the weekend, right? So stock prices move. That's what they do. A lot of times, it's really a distraction from your goal as a long-term investor to get caught up in the day-to-day fluctuations. It's fun to keep up with, but it's a distraction because if you're investing, I believe you should be investing for the long term anyway. So when people say, is this a good time to buy Tesla? I say, I feel like it's always a good time to buy Tesla because I believe in the long-term prospects of the company. If I did not believe in the long-term prospects of the company, I wouldn't want to buy because I feel like I was gambling. That's what they call market timing. You're trying to pick the right stock at the right time. So I'm holding my Tesla stock. I did sell some of it because I was making a better move. I had a better deployment of capital, but I actually bought back in, and because I like the options are pretty much overpriced in my opinion, and based on something called implied volatility. If you go to blackoptionsinvesting.com, we actually have an options class in the Black Business School, and we meet and we talk about options, and I talk about what I'm doing, and we talk about option theory and what it means, how options work and all that stuff. So feel free to go to blackoptionsinvesting.com if you'd like to give it a try. You can try it for $1. Blackoptionsinvesting.com. But one of the things that I mentioned to my students is that I really like Tesla as a stock to own for the options. If I write call options, I don't really have to worry about the stock goes up or down. I get my money regardless, right? So I'm not really a greedy investor. I don't like to chase waterfalls. I like to grab the money where it is, and I think that there's plenty of money to grab. So this correction is something that is going to happen. You had too much of a run with tech stocks. Tech stocks were doing too well. They were making too much money. What you were making was an unrealistic introduction to the market. I know a lot of you may have just started investing. Just know that this is not normal. This is not normal. There's nothing normal about what you've been seeing in the last 2 or 3 months. The COVID scenario was the greatest buying opportunity probably in 20 years. Like it was one of the three best buying opportunities in the stock market since Dougie Fresh was a teenager. And so, if you just came in and this is the way it's been for you, I'm happy for you. But I want you to just kind of understand that at some point you're going to have rain, and you may have prolonged periods of rain. And I want you to just be ready for that. The other thought that came to mind with Tesla is a lot of the movement in Tesla stock, a lot of the decline was due to the fact that a large investor, I don't have the name of the company in front of me, but they sold a bunch of their shares in Tesla, and they completely sold for just for rebalancing reasons. They didn't sell for any reasons based on information. They just said, we got to rebalance our portfolio. And for some reason, the market still pushed the price down. A lot of times, if people walk away from a stock for fundamental reasons, people are more likely to react. Elon Musk's brother, yeah, he made some money. He did sell some stock and buy it back, and he had some stock options, things like that. But he reported that. And some would argue that maybe there's an indication that they feel that the stock is overpriced. I don't believe that they really truly understand whether their stock is really overpriced or underpriced. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that they really know for sure. I think that they might know if bad news is on the horizon that might dip the stock price. That would concern me. Battery day is coming up. Maybe they know that battery day isn't going to be a good day. Battery day is when they announce something new with their batteries or whatever. I don't know the details of battery day. I know it's a big deal, though. I've read enough about it to know that. And maybe they expect battery day to be bad. If that's the case, then that's pretty sinister. But if they just sold because there's been a run up in the price, well, that happens all the time. I mean, you have a lot of companies that say we've made so much money from the growth in our stock price that we want to go ahead and take advantage of that. Like we want to go ahead and diversify ourselves. Like we don't want to have all of our wealth locked up in one stock. So when I talk about rebalancing a portfolio, that's what I'm talking about. Rebalancing. This is so strange. Give me a second, guys. I got you guys on my phone, and my phone's acting really goofy right now. So give me a second. Let me hit a button. Maybe I can put you guys over here, and maybe there's something about where it's located. Hold on. Hit the thumbs up button, by the way. Please hit the thumbs up button. Okay. All right. So by rebalancing the portfolio, basically it just means that as an investor, you shouldn't have too much of your wealth locked into one company. So ultimately, rebalancing just means that you shave down a particular stock so that it doesn't dominate your portfolio and dominate your holdings. The last piece on this is something that analysts are talking a lot about, but this is something I've speculated on personally. I believe a lot of these tech stocks are also, you got to be real careful. You could see a long-term decline in tech stocks because of what you might call the Robin Hood effect. The Robin Hood effect is where you've got all these traders that are coming in that are basically gamblers that are using the stock market as a casino. And what they're doing is they're not just pushing prices up beyond fundamental values. They're borrowing money to do it. They're creating leverage to do it. And one of the things about getting leverage on Robinhood is that if the value of your stock drops too much, they do what's called a margin call, where you're forced to either come up with cash or sell your stock. Well, whenever you sell stock, it's going to push prices down. So if you have a bunch of people facing margin calls, a bunch of these cowboy gambling investors that are shaking the bones and rolling the dice, getting margin calls, then a lot of them don't have the cash to cover the margin call. So they're going to sell the stock. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's unearthed at some point that all these margin calls from Robinhood investors and just others who like to speculate on Tesla stock is going to push the stock down even further. So you could get a crazy ride with Tesla stock. So don't think that it's going to be an easy thing. If you're afraid of that, then you may want to look into buying some of those put options, which are super, super expensive, but they're out there. Maybe some deep out of the money puts might be beneficial. You may want to sell some of the stock. You may want to write call options if you have over 100 shares of stock. Now that would require you to own quite a bit of the company, but that's an option too. So I would just really be careful about all the Robinhood day traders and what they might do to market fundamentals. I think they kind of turn the stock market into the wild, wild west. How do I feel about Tesla long term? I am long term on Tesla. I love Tesla. I love Musk. I just love a guy, who has $88 billion in the bank, who is determined to go to Mars. I think that is the coolest thing on earth. And so I support him. I think that what he's doing is great. I think he's good at what he does. I think the company from a fundamental standpoint has tremendous upside potential to the point where I want to be an investor so that I can be there in case something amazing pops off of this company. So I'm long on Tesla, but Tesla is not my Lord and Savior. Tesla is not the stock that I believe is going to change everything for me. Tesla is not that one investment that's going to just do it all. You don't do that. You don't invest that way. That's gambling. I don't gamble. I invest. So be an investor. Don't be a gambler. And just if you like Tesla, add it to your portfolio. But remember, there's 1,000 other fish in the sea, 1,000 other companies you can invest in, thousands of others. So make sure you spread your money out and invest intelligently. So anyway, I don't know why you guys that are on Instagram, I don't know why my phone is acting crazy. It's literally doing weird stuff. I don't know if you guys are hearing that or seeing that or not, but either way though, follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. We do, I give you some stock picks every now and then. We also do business shout outs as well for the Black Business School on Instagram, stuff like that. So if you have a Black business and you want to get support, we're here to support you. And that's it. So last but not least, if you're interested in the options investing program, just go to blackoptionsinvesting.com. That's blackoptionsinvesting.com. So take care, guys. Have a good day. I'm out of here. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.